Oh, sound's here. Yeah, sound's there now.
Oh.
Oh, sound's here. God, I hate my voice.
Hey! Yeah, got sound. Okay, so let's start this from the beginning, shall we? Now that we've got all that working, welcome to the ArcWorlde live stream, Tuesday live streams. I apologise for the technical difficulties we had at the start of the stream. Thank you to those brave folks who stuck with us that whole time, but fingers crossed, should be okay. So, for those of you who are new, my name is Alex. I am the creator of ArcWorlde and the founder of ArcWorlde Miniatures, and assisting me tonight is my glamorous assistant and my beautiful girlfriend Wingshan, as well as Goblin the cat, and she is very excited to get involved, and I think she quite enjoys being the star of the show. So tonight we're going to be playing a game of ArcWorlde. Now I haven't done one of these in a while, mainly because I've been mainly focused on doing the sculpting side, doing stuff for Digital Workshop, but also for the upcoming Kickstarter, which is in 2 weeks tonight for the Imperials. I've just put the finishing touches on the paint jobs for the starter warbands for them. I'll be showing those off over the next few days. I'm quite excited. But tonight I thought I would show you a game between two of the factions that you guys haven't seen played yet. The Beastfolk and the Undead Raiders. Now, the game that we're going to be playing, and Wingshan is going to be helping me out with this, is a VIP mission. Now, for those of you who have the ArcWorlde rule book, the core rules from the previous Kickstarter or from the web store, that's one of these scenarios that's in the back. But if you don't, all the rules that we'll be using tonight are fully downloadable from the Warplot Miniatures website. Just go on to www.warplotminiatures.com, click on ArcWorlde, and then on getting started with ArcWorlde, there's a little banner at the top that says download these rules, so you can get the core rules there, but also the stat cards and the faction rules for the two factions that we're going to be playing tonight. Now, as I was saying, the scenario we're playing is a VIP scenario, so let me take you into the backstory of the game before we get started. Now, the Explorer, who those of you who have got the book will know, is kind of like the protagonist of ArcWorlde. He's the person that writes the lore and the stuff that we read. Now he is visiting one of his friends in the Beastfolk clans to do a little bit of research on their culture, but all of a sudden, a gang of undead attack, and one of the guys recognizes him from before he was killed, and he wants to get revenge on a perceived slight. So they're going to try and kidnap the Explorer. But the Beastfolk are going to protect him because it's going to not on their lives that they're going to allow their friend to be taken by some smelly corpses. Boo. Now, Wingshan is going to be taking the role of the Beastfolk, so she is the defending player, and I am going to be taking the role of the Undead. So just for guys who aren't too au fait with the rules, I will be explaining them as we go along, quite in depth. Wing has played a few games in the past, but it's been a few months, so she'll need a little bit of reminding and stuff, guidance. So we'll all be learning together. So let's get started. At the start of any game of ArcWorlde, as with most war games or tabletop games, normally that we would do the deployment. So for this particular scenario, the defenders with the VIP deploy in the middle of the board, and the attackers deploy on the side. But because that takes a little bit of time, we've pre-done that so we can get to the main game a lot quicker. So to start off the round, which is a round is when all the characters or the models on the board are activated, each player rolls a dice to see who goes first.
Ooh.
So what did you get, Wayne?
I got a 6, so I am going first.
Yes, you are.
I am going to start with the big boy.
Yeah, the Packmaster.
The Beastfolk Packmaster, this one, and he has a movement of 5, so I've got 5 here. So he goes about there. And I'm going to leg it.
Ooh, now for those of you who are new, a leg it. So every model in ArcWorlde gets a free movement, so whatever movement is on their profile, but you can attempt an additional move, which is called a leg it roll, where you spend 1 AP, which is an action point, and that allows you to roll a dice to see how many extra inches you can kind of squeeze out with your movement. On a 1 to 5, you move those number of inches, but if you roll a 6, you're kind of a little bit too overzealous and you slip and fall over. And Wingshan has rolled a 6.
So I've fallen over.
So the Beastfolk Packmaster, in his rage of his friend to be taken by the smelly undead, runs forward to attempt to cleave the head off the Harbinger, the leader of the undead, and in his haste trips over a toadstool and falls over. So that is the end of the Packmaster's turn, and now it's the undead's turn. So I'm going to...
Oh wait, should I have moved the Explorer with the... Oh no, I've got him with the Archer. No,
yeah.
I've kept him with the... Never mind.
So the way that the Explorer actually works in this is... normally the Explorer is a character with his own rules and stuff like that, but in this particular scenario, he is playing the role of a VIP character, which means that he's essentially a non-combat character. He's an NPC. So whoever he's in base contact with, moves with them, and then if he ever leaves base contact, he's going to try and run to get back to one of the friendly characters. But then if I get in base contact with him, with one of my undead guys, essentially we've kidnapped him, and it's our job to make sure that we can potentially escape on this end of the board with our man.
So I've chosen to attach him to this little man, because he's a ranged weapon, so hopefully he can stay a bit further behind in combat.
Yeah, very smart.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so I'm going to activate... I'm going to activate one of my... I'm going to activate one of my Bildrats, which are these little guys here. Now, the Bildrats are the kind of like the chod of the Undead Raiders. They're very cheap, very expendable, but they are quite quick. So these guys have a base... These guys have a base movement of 6. So move 6 inches to there. And like Wings just did, I'm going to attempt to leg it to try and get a few more extra inches. And that's 3. So I can move 3 more inches to get here. Now with leg it, you can spend 1 AP to attempt as many tries as you want. However, every time you try, the difficulty gets a bit more and a bit more and a bit more. So on the first roll, you fail on a 6. On a second roll, you fail on a 5 or a 6. On a third roll, you fail on a 4 or a 5 or 6, and so on and so on and so on. So I'm going to take the risk, see if I can make it. Another 3. So I think I'm going to try and go straight for the Explorer.
Ooh, interesting.
And I'm going to risk another one. Ooh. That's another 1 inch. Now this time I'm going to fail on a 6, a 5, a 4, or a 3, but I'm going to risk it.
Oh, it's going so badly.
Ah!
Oh my god.
So I actually make it all the way across the board. That is an incredibly lucky series of events. So that's quite good for me as a player. Not too good for Wingshan and the Explorer.
Not at all. The game will be over in like 10 minutes.
So because I made it into base contact, I can attack. Now, the Carrion Rat has a 2 AP move, which you can spend your AP on doing various things in the game. You can also spend them on attacks. The more AP an attack has, generally the more powerful it usually is. So I have a 2 AP move, which is a Death Leap. So I can target characters within 2 inches, but so it kind of jumps forwards. But if I miss, so if there are more failures than successes when rolling to hit, the character is knocked out. So let's try that. So it's a 4 power move. So the number of power that you have on an attack is the number of dice that you roll. So that's 4 dice. Okay. So that was not a very good roll. So a success in ArcWorlde is a 4 or more. But if you get a 6, it is a double. It's a critical hit and a double success. And the special rule for the Death Leap attack is that if there are more failures than successes when rolling to hit, the Carrion Rat is knocked out afterwards. So because I got 3 failures and 1 success, that means that after this attack, that little Carrion Rat is knocked out. Excellent. So that's only 1 hit, please, Wingshan.
Ooh, I take it.
Take it. So the way that defending hits works in ArcWorlde is that when you have determined how many hits are caused by an attack, like we've just done, the target rolls to defend those hits. However, they roll them once at a time. So say if you had 4 hits that you had to defend, you would roll 4 dice, but one after another. Now, if you save a hit, so that is deducted. However, if you don't, all of the unsaved hits at that point are taken as damage. So it's a really it's quite a brutal combat system. It makes sure that the game is nice and quick, and you don't spend too long bogged down in combat because people get knocked out very, very quickly. So after that kind of kamikaze attack from the rat, which didn't work out too well, he's knocked out.
And it's gone?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And it's back to the Beastfolk's turn.
Right, well, because I want to protect the Explorer, so I want to hold back. So I might just use this turn to. I might move my main boy back, actually.
But he's already been activated.
Oh, so I can't activate him again.
Until everyone else has gone.
Yes.
You can't activate him.
I am just going to I'm going to put the health next to him. So he is on 13.
Why is he on 13?
Because he took 1.
When?
Oh no, he didn't.
No, that was him.
That was him. Oh yeah. Okay. So he's on 4. So I'm going to put him there. Right. Yes, I'm going to hold my turn actually, because I just want to keep the Explorer back and protect him.
Who are you activating?
This guy. Spear guy.
Well, if you activate him, he can take a shot at me.
But isn't that too far away?
Don't know. You have to.
Shall we find out?
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
So all weapons in Arc. So when you buy a character for your warband, every character has a gold points cost or a gold pieces cost, depending on how you say it. And every game has like a limit on how many gold can be spent on each faction. So with this one, we're doing a 360 gold game, because that's how much, that's how big these guys are, like the starter sets for each of these factions. Now, on top of paying for your character, you have to equip them with weapons and armor and equipment and stuff like that, and all that information is in the armory section of your faction list. So when we were making these characters, we gave that particular Verman, the little rat guy, a ranged weapon, so a bow, because the model has a bow, and usually we like to play what you see is what you get. Now, the rules for the bow is that you can make a ranged attack, and it's got a 16-inch range.
So that's a lot longer than I expected. So yes, I can attack, which is very exciting.
So who are you going to shoot?
So I'm going to shoot this guy.
This guy here, the Harbinger. Right,
big
so
guy.
To attack the Harbinger, you first need to roll to see if you'll hit. So to do a hit is a feat, and just to explain briefly what a feat is essentially any action within the game that isn't kind of movement or combat. You can use the feat system to role play quite heavily in ArcWorlde and create custom events and actions that you kind of create whilst you're playing. But there are set feats that certain things in the game already have. So feats are divided into 4 difficulties, from easy, medium, hard, and legendary, and each of those require different rolls. But to shoot, so to aim and fire and hit, is an easy feat. So you require one success, and the number of dice that you use to roll for that success, you pay 1 AP for each of them. So you, as that Verman, he has 2 AP. You can opt to risk it with 1, or use both of your AP to use 2 dice.
So I'm going to use 2. And 1 hits.
1 hits. So that is a success.
That's a success. And I roll, the power is 5 with a bow. So that's 1, 2, 3. And I think Goblin's not one of my dice over. I'll just take this one. And that is a pretty dismal throw, actually.
Ooh, what did you get?
1 success.
1 success. So now I have to attempt to defend that.
Yes.
And I fail. So that my Harbinger, who is the leader of my warband, takes 1 hit and loses a wound, or HP. So, if you print out your own stat cards, you can kind of mark them off and stuff like that. But we're just using the normal printout, so I'm going to be using D20s. So the Harbinger has 11 HP, so now he's down to 10. And now it's my go. And I think I'm going to move my Harbinger. Move him forwards 4. Now I'm not going to attempt to leg it. I don't want to risk my commander falling over like Wings did. And also I have a stolen Arclock pistol here. Now, an Arclock pistol is a very powerful weapon. It uses Arcanite, which is the magical crystal of ArcWorlde, to fire projectiles, just like a real-world flintlock pistol, but it's an Arclock pistol because it uses Arcanite. But because it's kind of a stolen, kind of battered, like not really particularly well looked after, it has a very high chance of misfiring. But I'm feeling lucky, so I'm going to give that a go. So I'm going to use 2 dice, and they're both. So that's definitely a hit, and I want to be shooting that guy. So the clan beast. Now, as I said, the ArcWorlde pistol is a very powerful bit of kit. So I'm going to roll 8 power.
Oh my
so
gosh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll need one more dice.
Here you go.
Thank you. And that was an absolutely abysmal roll. So all of those fail, and it causes 1 hit. Now, the special rules for the stolen ArcWorlde pistol is that because it is very rickety and broken, if I roll more failures than successes, I get some damage actually dealt to me as it kind of blows up in my hand. So you take 1 hit, but also I take 1 hit.
So I automatically take 1 hit. I don't.
No,
roll.
you get to defend.
I get to defend.
Yeah.
And
No.
I get a 2. I don't know if you saw that. I didn't draw it in shot, but yes, I got a 2. So
You lose 1 HP,
I'm not doing that well.
and I'll see how I do. I also get a 2, so my Harbinger's pistol blows up in his face, and he is down to 9 HP. And he can't really do anything else at this point, so it's back to you, Wing.
Okay, so I am quite angry that I have been hurt, so I am going to use my Beastfolk clan beast to move, and the movement is 4, which isn't a lot. So I'm going to move there to protect. I'm going to leg it.
Ooh, risky. Ooh.
Okay. So I can move 2. Ooh.
That was on 8, I think.
No, I have 9 written down. Don't try to cheat me out of health, Alex. Right. And I. Oh.
Are you going to risk?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave him there.
Ooh.
So that's me done.
Okay. So my go. I am going to activate this rat here. Move him 6 inches. I'm going to attempt to leg it. 5. So that is just out. So I'm going to attempt another leg it. Yes. Get in. Now, because I legged it into combat, that cow counts as a charge. So it means that I get my spent AP back. So the AP I spent to leg it is now returned to me because I made it into a charge. And I'm going to do another Death Leap. Yeah, remember it's called Death Leap. Yes, it is. An absolutely abysmal roll again. So all of those fail. So no damage is actually dealt. But because I rolled more failures than successes.
And is this with every character?
No.
It's just with the undead.
No, it's just with these rats.
The rats.
Just
okay.
the rats. They have like it's just this is a special rule that's actually on the attack.
But the gun with the captain.
Yeah. That's specifically for that item.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are rules that are either in the attack or in the case of the gun, that's on this specific item. Now, interestingly, the ArcWorlde pistol that the Imperials use, because their equipment is generally a lot better, it's not as likely to blow up.
So my go.
Your go.
I am going to have this little spear dude. Where is my thing? There's my thing. So a movement. So these are quite slow compared to the undead, actually. I think.
Well, it's just the rats that are very quick.
Yeah, they are. Movement 5.
Yeah. So the normal these guys are just 4.
And you know what? I'm gonna leg it.
Ooh.
2. Oh, I'm just gonna stick him there, and you know what? I'm gonna stop there.
Ooh. Okay. So back to my go. I'm going to activate this bandit here. I'm going to move 4 inches, and then I'm going to attempt to leg it. Ooh.
Close.
5. So get to there. Now I'm going to attempt another leg it. 3. Get to there. And then I'm feeling lucky. A 3rd leg it roll, so this will fail on a 4, a 5 or a 6. Whoa! Managed to get into combat. Because I managed to get into combat, I get my AP back. Now, he has dual weapons. So because he's got, if you actually look at the miniature, he's got a sword and he's got like a kind of a dagger. If I equipped him with dual weapons from the armory when I was building the warband. Now, dual weapons, it means that every time I roll for an attack, so I roll my hit dice, I get to re-roll every 1. So it's a really, really good way to make sure that you get lots of hits in. So I'm going to spend both of my AP.
I hate rats too, Ian.
So both of my AP to do a Guttum attack, which is 6 power. So 6 dice. So that's 3 hits. That one's cocked. I'll roll that again. 4 hits on your clan beast.
Right. Okay. So 1. Ooh. I lose that.
Oh.
So I get all. Take
all 4. Yeah.
So that brings me down to 5 hit points. Okay. So I've got this guy left.
Yeah.
So he is movement of 5. Should get that angle right. And is that 2 inches away?
Yes, it
is. And so this guy has a spear, which we equipped him with at the beginning of the game, and that means that he can attack within 2 inches distance.
So you don't have to be in base contact if you have a spear, so it can be quite useful.
So can I do? So do I use 1 AP to have moved?
No, you get a free movement unless you legged it.
Okay.
The movement's free.
And so if that's the case, then I'm going to attempt a rabid attack.
Ooh.
So that is I fail. Wait, actually no, it's power, isn't it?
It's power, yeah.
So I get 7, so that's 1.
No. So you roll all 7 dice at the same time.
All 7 at the same.
Yeah.
Okay. So should I just roll 6 then?
No, just roll them all again.
Roll them all again. Okay. That's very generous of you. Thank you. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh, that's much better.
That is a very good attack.
So That is 1, 2, 6.
Remember, those count as 2.
Oh yes, of course. So
That's,
there's 8.
there's 9.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Now my undead guy, my undead bandit, he only has 7 HP, so this one attack might wipe him out entirely if my rolls are bad. So, first defense.
Wow.
That's a 1.
Goblin were winning. Well, we're not.
So, with a mighty jab, the vermin runs over and stabs him right in the eye, and he falls straight to the ground.
Yay.
Boom. Now, one of the particularly good things about playing undead factions is rather than removing certain characters from the board, you lay them on their side or use a token, and the Harbinger, who is the leader, has an ability to potentially bring them back. So keep an eye out for that. But he's already gone this turn, so he won't be able to do that. But next round, he might use his AP to resurrect his fallen men.
So that's all my minis activated.
Yeah, so now I activate the rest. So I'll just for speed, I'll just run all these forwards. So run this guy over there. Ooh. Then I've got my 2 bandits. They'll kind of stay back. Support, and that is the end of the round. So all the miniatures have been activated, and that means the round starts again. So we roll for initiative again to see who goes first. So Wing rolls a 4. I roll a 3, so Wing goes first.
Okay, so I'm going to pick this guy up.
Yep. So if you're prone, you can get up by sacrificing your free movement, or by spending 1 AP.
I'm going to spend an AP.
Okay.
I think so.
Because the Packmaster has quite a lot of AP for a normal ArcWorlde model. I think he has 5. So yeah, I think that's quite a smart move.
So I am going to move him. Do I get the rat or do I get the main guy?
That's up to you.
You can't kill an undead, can you? It's not very helpful. Okay, so I will movement of 4. So first of all, can we even reach him? No, we can't. So I'm just going to... Do I reach? Yeah. I am just going to charge into him.
He's your own guy.
Oh gosh. They're all rats! Okay, if that's the case, then I'm going to go forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get to there.
Yep, and then I'm going to leg it.
Oh,
and I charge in. So I am going to do a...
Oh, the Explorer's fallen down. Let me just pop him back up.
Going to do a Bestial Rage. So each critical hit of this rule allows 1 more d6 to be rolled. So that means at the start I get 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could I have 2 more dice, please?
2 more dice. There you go.
Thank you. Oh, that's what? That's a terrible roll.
Oh my word. So,
okay, so I only get 2 successes, a 4 and a 5.
And no crits.
And no crits, so rubbish.
Rubbish. So I have to defend 2 hits. So, but I don't. So those aren't defended. So I go down from 11 HP to 9 HP.
So as I've counted, I've only spent 3 action points.
Yes.
So I can do more.
Yep.
So I'm going to do that again.
Oof.
I'm going to do Bestial Rage again. So roll all 9 dice. Oh,
that's more like
that's
it.
better. So we get 3 6s, so 3 critical hits.
Yeah.
Which allow them to be rolled again. 3 dice to be rolled again.
Yeah.
Oh, and none of them.
To.
Oh well.
Oh well, but that's still 6 hits.
Yes.
So I'm going to attempt to save those. So hit number 1. Yep. So I've got 5 hits left. Ooh. So I rolled a 6 then. So that saves 2 more. So I've got 3 hits left. That's another 6. So I save 2 more. So the last hit. No. So he goes down from 9 to 8. If I can find the 8, there we go. 8. So you spent all of your AP.
Mm-hmm.
Now it is my turn. So, what shall I do as the Harbinger? Because he's looking pretty worried. However, I don't think any more of your guys are going to be in range, so I think I might whistle to my man to come over and give me a hand with this big chunk of venison. So I'm going to activate this guy here, and it's well in range, so I'll just move into combat. And I'm going to spend both of my AP on a Guttum attack. So I need 4 more dice, please, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. So not great. So out of the 6 dice, I rolled a 5 and a 6. So that's 3 hits. So you need to defend 3 hits.
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to see which one he is. Okay. Or no, 1 at a time.
1 at a time, yeah.
Oh.
No.
Nope. So all 3 are taken. So can you turn the thingy for me? Goblin's in the way.
The what, sorry?
Yeah, take away 3.
Oh no, that's mine. I don't think you've actually lost any.
Oh no, I haven't. Oh, excellent, excellent. So I am on to 11 then. Right.
Cool. So it's your go.
I am going to. I'm going to move this guy. Well, I don't have. Do I have to? Yes, I do have to move him.
No, you don't have to move him.
But I kind of want to. I want to back up my main man because
Yeah.
I feel like he's in a bit of a situation.
Bit of a pickle, yeah.
So I mean, I have to. I feel like I could have just like run away with the explorer and made you follow me as another tactic, but I just wanted that blood. So 4 movement. I'll move him there.
Yeah.
And then I will do. No, I don't want to be knocked prone, but then I do want to attack. I'm gonna risk it.
Risk it for a biscuit.
Excellent,
Yes.
and I do it.
He delicately tiptoes forwards towards the bandit.
Clan Beast, fabulous. So I've used 1 action point. I'm going to use Savage Power, which takes 2, and the power is 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oof.
Wish me luck, Goblin.
That's a pretty
That
good
is
roll.
a good roll. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Do you remember the 6 counts as 2?
Yes. Is that with the clan beast as well?
With everyone,
With
across
everyone,
the entire game.
Okay,
Yeah.
amazing. So, can I have a... I'll just wait. So, one. No, I don't, because I'll just
No, that's it. That's unless what does a special rule have?
Because you said 6 rolls again.
No. So you rolled 7 dice.
Yeah.
So you get 7 power.
Yeah.
And you got 6 successes because you got 4.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Fab.
Unless it has a special rule when you roll a 6.
Yes, because which one of mine has?
It depends. Read the attack.
Yes, I think it's the Packmaster. It's not the Clan's Beast, so yes, it is.
No, look, it said read the special rule.
Oh, each critical hit allows 1 more hit to be rolled.
There we go.
So yes, I'm going to roll again, and that's an extra hit. So
that's 7 damage. So if I fail this, you've completely cleaved him in 2 and knocked him out.
Amazing.
Oh. So that's 2. So I've got 5 hits left.
Ah.
Another 2, 3 hits left.
No.
2 hits left.
No.
1 hit left. Oh my god! So absolutely, with amazing skill and dexterity, my undead bandit kind of matrix dodges out of all of the wild, clumsy swipes from the big, chunky clan beast. Do you have any AP left?
Me have AP. So I've done 1, 2, 3. Yes, I do.
Ooh.
So I have 1 more AP. So I am going to smash.
Going to smash, and what's the smash attack?
So it's 5.
Yeah.
And critical hits break 1 armor.
Cool.
So 1, 2, 3 hits.
4 hits, because remember 6 count as
4,
2.
yes, 4 hits, and then the critical hit breaks armor if you have any, but you probably don't.
He's just a bog standard bandit. He hasn't even got a shirt on, so he hasn't got any armor. So I'll attempt to defend it. So number 1. Oh, that's cocked. I'll roll that again. Nope. So how many was that? 4?
Yes.
So he has 7 HP, so he's now down to 3. And that is the end of your turn.
Amazing.
Cool. So now I am going to activate my Harbinger. Now, I could resurrect my fallen comrade over here and kind of bring him back into the fray. However, I also have a special rule called Soul Eater.
Oh, that doesn't sound good, Goblin.
Which means that instead of using that magical power to bring the fallen character back to life, I can essentially sacrifice him and heal myself with his HP. Now, I'm on 8, and I'm literally toe-to-toe with the big man himself, so I feel like I'm going to need all the HP I can muster. So I'm going to attempt, with the Razor Dead ability, the Razor Dead trait, I can resurrect a fallen comrade, if he's a unit type, which he is, for a hard feat. So that requires 3 successes. So I have 4 AP, so I'm going to use 3 of those AP to attempt to bring him back. And I don't. So, strain all he might. Unfortunately, the Harbinger, in the face of a towering stag man bearing down on him with a massive sword as big as he is, he doesn't quite have the moxie to bring back the magical power. So instead, he's going to shoot him in the face. So, once again, shooting a ranged weapon is a feat, so an easy feat. So I'm going to spend my remaining AP to attempt the shot. But it was a 2, so he aims the gun right in the Packmaster's face, and with a smug grin, he pulls the trigger, and it's jammed. It doesn't work. So my Harbinger is in a bit of bother. All of his endeavours this round have completely failed, and he is starting to sweat. So Wing, it is now your turn.
So I am. So he's been activated. So it's my little ones. I am going to use this guy.
Yep.
And I'm just going to move him back.
Ah, very wise.
So he's got a movement of 5. Let's move him back. And that's my go.
Cool. And are you in range of anyone? 16 inches. Your bow.
Yes, that's a good point. Thanks for the tip. Oh. Not quite.
Not quite.
Nope.
So, taking the explorer in hand, the Verman scurries back deeper into the forest to attempt to take him to safety as the rest of his clan valiantly fight back against the undead.
I mean, we're really suffering here. Is he really that important?
Oh, he's very important. He's a very nice guy.
I see.
What do you mean you're suffering? You haven't lost a single one yet.
Oh, we're bleeding.
Bleeding,
we're bleeding.
Cool, right, so now it's my go. Now, seeing the Verman scurrying away with our prize, I'm going to attempt to give chase. So, with my Ratto here, he moves 6 inches. So, I'll attempt to leg it. That's another 4 inches. Ooh. I'm going to attempt to leg it again. Ooh. Roll that again. Oh. Now I rolled a 6, which was too much, and the rat bumps right into a big log and knocks itself out. But he managed to get quite a fair distance towards the explorer, but alas, his glory run is over, and it's back to Wing.
So I am going to take this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And is he 2 inches away? Let's see. Yes, he is. So he's just gonna stab him. So a spear attack would be stab power, not a rabid attack.
No.
Right?
So the spear just allows you to make your normal attacks, but just further away.
Okay, amazing. So that's a power of 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's a good roll.
That's a good roll.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cool. Now, does the attack have any special rules?
Just if there are more failures, then I'm knocked out. So, not really.
No. So you're okay. So that's 5 hits I need to defend. Now the rat only has 3 HP, so I'm not sure I'll be surviving this one. And also something else is because I fell over and I am prone. All of my defense rolls are at a disadvantage, which means I roll 2 dice instead of 1 and pick the lowest one. So it's incredibly dangerous to be prone and be attacked, which is why legging it can be quite a risky maneuver. So I rolled a 4 and a 2. Now because I'm at disadvantage, because I'm prone, I take away the 4, and that's 2, so all 5 HP is lost. And the rat is gone.
Excellent.
So it's back to my turn. So I'm going to move my rat into contact with him. So is this guy's health? Did you remember to move it?
Yes, that is that guy's info. I forgot to move it. Got too excited. Wait, oh yes it is.
Yeah. So I move my carrion rat into the verman here, so rat v rat, and I'm going to spend both of my AP to do a death leap.
Oh.
But because I rolled more failures than successes, so I rolled 3 failures and 1 success, unfortunately after this attack my rat is finito. But so that is 1 hit.
1 hit.
Defend 1 hit.
Defend 1
Yeah.
hit. And I
You do.
defend it with a 5.
So you managed to knock the rat away with the
Kapow!
your spear, and it slams into the log and doesn't get up again. So my rats have been rubbish. Right, so it's back to your turn, honey.
So this guy's turn now, and then that's it. And I quite like where he is actually, because I like if anyone tries to come to the Explorer, he's a bit safe. Question is, do I get closer to the Explorer? Yeah, I might move just a little closer.
Okay.
So to protect, I'm gonna split up my team. I don't know if that's a terrible tactic or not. I normally play Dungeons and Dragons, and they always say never split up the party, but you know. So it's got a movement of 5, and I'm just gonna do a 3. And that is everyone on my side done.
Cool. So I have 2 more guys to activate. So with my rat, I'm going to move past. So 6 goes there. Then I'm going to attempt to leg it. So yeah, well in range. And then the death leaps haven't been working too well for me. So I think I'm going to just do a normal bite attack, which is 1 AP with a power of 3.
Oh, Ian says he's already been activated.
Has he? What,
Has
him?
he?
Don't think so. Hello. I don't know. We shall leave this to the chat. Has this rat already been activated? Well, in that case, we will leave him back here for now until we decide whether or not he has been activated or not. And I will activate my remaining bandit. So what did I do with my? Yeah, there it is.
It's good to have referees in a game,
I know.
isn't it?
So I'm going to use my free movement over here. Oop. That was 5. Right, now. So I'm going to now attempt a feat of my own. Now, a big part of ArcWorlde is essentially using your creative thinking to try and figure out custom actions to do, and then the feat system is a way of doing it. It introduces quite a lot of role playing, so if you guys have played, D&D or Pathfinder or anything like that, you might be a little more used to this. But I'm going to suggest that my bandit here, because he has a 2-handed club at the moment, is going to swing it round and then throw that club at the Verman.
Whoa.
Now it's between us, so me, the other player, Wing, but also I'm going to bring you guys in on it as well. We need to decide what level of feat that would require. So is it an easy feat? Is it an easy thing to do? Is it a medium difficulty thing to do? Is it quite a hard thing to do? Or is it a legendary thing to do?
Easy? I think it's hard at least. We'll go with easy.
No, we need to wait for the rest of the gang, see what they think. Amumenu, I think he might be on the undead side. Lord Madian says medium. Amumenu says hard for extra damage at lose your club. Alex Barker says range is already an easy feat, so he'd go for medium. Yeah, so there seems to be medium seems to be the overarching thing, overarching choice. So are you happy with the medium feat?
Yes.
Yeah.
And going back to what Ian said, it was me who. You're right. I stabbed the little. No, I didn't stab the rat. Actually, Ian, because the rat died from being the attack.
Yeah.
Going back on him, so I think it's okay.
Yeah. So it hasn't been activated.
No.
Okay. Right. So I'm to attempt this medium feat. It requires 2 successes. I have 2 AP, so I'm going to spend both of them to attempt this. So I need to roll 2 successes. Let's give this a go. Yes!
Oh!
So I rolled a 6 and a 4, which are 3 successes, which means that the feat was a success. So this bandit takes his club, whirls it round his head, and with a mighty throw, it bonks the Verman right on the head. Now, the way that feat damage and feats work is that every level of difficulty that a feat has causes 3 hits. So because it's a medium feat, it causes 6 hits. So no, but you get to defend them.
Okay. Good. I'm just trying to see if I have any fun things. Nope, I have no fun things. So 1. And yeah, I am gone.
Yes.
Deaded.
So the Verman, absolutely astounded that this massive block of wood has just appeared out of nowhere, gets knocked clean out and falls to the floor. And I've taken my first casualty. It could be in the bag.
Do you want to stay on the board, or should I
No.
take him off the board?
So take him off the board.
Yeah.
Right. So I believe. Oh, I've got. Did we agree that I hadn't?
No, you
activated
hadn't.
my rat?
You hadn't activated your rat.
Cool. So, with the coast a lot more clear, this rat is going to attempt to chase after the explorer. So that's 6 inches. I'll attempt a feat. Not a feat, sorry. I'll attempt to leg it. Inches forward 1. Could do another one. Oh. And that was a 6. So he becomes prone. And with that, that's the end of the round, and we start from the top. So we both roll initiative. I got 3, you got a 4. So Wing, you get to go first.
Right, so I'm going to move. I know I was trying to escape these guys, but I kind of feel like I need to attack with my ranged weapon. So let's see how much I have to move.
So just while you're moving, I'm going to answer a few questions in the chat. So Amumenu, haven't read the new rules through properly. How do I get out of combat if you want to? Getting out of combat is an easy feat. So you can spend as many AP as you want to attempt to get out of combat, but it requires 1 success. However, if you have more than 1 enemy characters in base contact with you, for each extra character, that difficulty is increased by 1. And to answer Les, we had 5 rats. Well, I had 5 rats to start off with. So they've all been absolutely pants.
So I can reach everyone, apparently.
Amazing.
So I am. Do my men get in the way?
Yes. So you can shoot into combat if you want. However, if you fail your feat to shoot, it hits one of your own guys.
Okay, if that's the case, I am not going to do that. I am going to go for this guy.
Ah, yes. The excellent athlete back there.
Yes. So 3 hits.
Okay. Now, did you roll to hit? Did you roll your feat to shoot?
Oh no.
No. So you've got 2 AP. So before you do that, you can attempt two quick shots. So you can make 2 attempts using 1 dice, but you need to roll a 4 or higher. Or you can make a slow and steady kind of aimed shot when you roll both of your AP at once to get that 1 hit.
Oh, that's quite a nice rule. I am going to do 2 short ones.
2 short ones, okay. So shot number 1.
Yep.
Get him. So that's 5 hits. Or 5 so 5 power, so...
So
Oof.
4 to defend.
4 defend, so 1. Nope, so he's down from 7 HP to 4 on that first shot.
And then I'm going to roll again. And
you hit again.
So that paid off. Whoops. So rolling 5. And only 1.
Just the 1. And that's saved. But still, he made that quick shot, so that's quite impressive for a little rat dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So my go. I'm going to activate the Harbinger. So he sees his prey running off, and he's thinking, right, that's it. I need to sort this out. So I'm go with my first few AP. I'm going to do a swashbuckle. So that's 2 AP and an 8 power. So I need 5 more dice, please, honey.
Wow. 5.
5 more dice.
I'm gonna die.
And his special rules is that if a critical hit is rolled, the target loses 1 AP next time it's activated.
Oh, that's not very nice.
So the Harbinger is very deadly in combat.
Okay.
Oof. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. And because I rolled a critical hit, your Packmaster starts the next activation with 4 AP.
Oh.
So you roll to defend.
Let me just write that down. So can I have my load of dice back, please?
Yes.
So how many do I roll? 1,
So
2.
one at a time because you're defending.
Oh right, okay, so that's fine.
Yeah. So
Oof.
1, so you got 7 left.
Oh.
2, so you got 6 left.
What's that?
3, 4, so you've got 4
Oh.
left. 5, so you got 3 left. I think saving 5 out of 8 hits is pretty
not
good.
Bad. So,
yeah.
Can you turn that for me, please, Alex?
Yep. So you go down from 11 HP to 8.
Okay, so I'm angry.
But now I have 2 more AP left.
Oh, you do? Oh my
I
goodness.
do. So Let me just double check the rules. Cool. So I'm going to do a vicious slash. So I'm going to spend what's 1 AP to do a vicious slash. So I need 6 dice.
Ooh.
Ooh, that was a bit naff. So that's 2 hits. So you got 2 hits to defend.
No.
So you're down from 8 to 6. Now with my final AP, I'm going to try and once again attempt to shoot him in the face with my ArcWorlde pistol. But I'll need to get a 4 or more.
Yay!
So once again, the Harbinger raises his pistol, and because he never polishes it and it's covered in grime and rubbish, it jams again, and he's quite frustrated. So that's the end of his turn, and now Wing, it is up to you.
Right. Beastman, Packmaster, is very, very angry, and he is going to bestial rage.
Oof.
This dude.
Yeah.
So, I don't need to roll to see if I hit, right?
No,
so
because it's in combat. Now remember, Wing.
Yeah.
So when we were building our warbands, one of the special things that the Beastfolk have that other factions don't is animal forms. So animal forms are essentially the more bestial parts of their anatomy that they have gained. It kind of works the same way as items and equipment, but you can't remove them or break them or anything like that. They are a part of the actual creature itself. So we spent 30 gold points to give the Packmaster horns.
Yes.
Which
horns and tusks.
Horns and tusks, which gives him +1 power on all melee attacks. So that means this bestial rage
is 10. So I need a 6, please.
So that's all the dice.
No, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay. Oh, that's not. Yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Have you checked the special rules?
Oh, and then critical hit allows 1 more d6 to be rolled.
Yeah, so you get 2 more d6. To answer Dagfin's question, because I'm actually in the combat itself, it doesn't count. It's only if you're outside of the combat shooting into it that you get those negative points.
Now, does that, if I get a critical hit on the extra hit, does that allow another?
Yes, it does.
Does it?
Yes, it does.
Oh my goodness, okay. And that still counts as 2?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Okay, and it failed, but that was a fun rule.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. So, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 to defend.
9 to defend. This could go
I'm a
very badly.
I'm a very angry beast, Alex.
Okay, 1. So how many did you do?
So it was 9.
9. So
Was
that's...
it 9? Or was it 9? Wait, shall I count? 1, 2.
Oh, that's... And we'll ask the chat.
Was it 9 or was it 8? But I mean, either way, you're dead.
Well, if it's 8, I've got 1 HP left because I have 8 HP.
No, if it's 8, you take 8 off.
No, because I saved the first one, didn't I?
No. So yeah, so it was 9 altogether, and then yes. So I think you lost 8 because I think it was 9 altogether that you were defending.
Well, in that case, with a dramatic the Harbinger is down. And he's removed from the game.
Excellent! Oh!
Now,
so, are they scared? Is the question.
So they're scared. So the next time that my character... Actually, no, I think I need to do it immediately. So in ArcWorlde, if a friendly character within 3 inches is knocked out, all the characters within that 3 inches have to do a bravery test to see whether they stay or attempt to flee. So a bandit has a bravery of 7, so I have to roll 7 or lower to stay. If not, he heads to the hills. And that is a 5 and a 6. So he's legging it.
Oh, wow.
Now, I just need to remind myself what happens if you run away whilst you're in combat.
Use those kneesy feet.
But that's if. No, I think I can literally just run away. So I move my full movement, which is 4 inches. And run away. Robbie, yes, the undead as well. So in ArcWorlde, the undead aren't like shambling, brainless creatures. They are like fully conscious, like they know exactly what's going on. They act exactly as they would do before they died. So if they see that their boss has been slaughtered, they're going to be like, right, I'm not getting paid anymore. I'm running off. So you still have some AP left.
Yes. So I am. Oh, do I be nasty? You know what? No, I'm gonna be benevolent, if that's the word. Is that the right word?
Depends on what you're going to do.
I'm gonna just go back home. I'm gonna start walking home. Well, I'm gonna start walking home and protecting the explorer. I'm not bloodthirsty.
No, you've done what you set out to do. You slaughtered the Harbinger.
I mean, I was having a really nice lunch, and I want to get back to that lunch. So my movement's 4. So I'm just gonna
casually saunter back.
I mean, I can't say the same for this guy.
Oh, and this guy's already dead.
No, I meant this guy.
Oh,
because he's a bit of a brute.
He's a bit more feisty.
He is a bit more feisty.
Okay, so it's my go.
Oh, that was.
No, that was
6, not 9.
Right, so I'm going to activate this guy, the guy who's running away, and I'm going to see if I can, get him to get his act together. And nope, I rolled another 5 and a 6. So that's a further 4 inches towards the edge of the board. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. So, I am going to get this guy.
Yep.
He wants a bit of action. He's angry. Look at his face. He's got a brutish face.
He's a bit of a cheeky boy, isn't he?
He's not gonna run from a fight. So clans beast. Movement 4.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that. Yep. And I'm going to do Savage Power.
Ooh.
So that is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these don't hit. This doesn't. So 3.
Ooh, I wonder if the music's still playing.
3 hit.
Three hits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so hit number 1. Nope. So he's down to 1 HP. Do you have any more attacks?
Oh yes, that's true.
Yes.
So did my movement was 1 AP, right?
Your movement, no.
No, because I charged in, didn't I?
Well, you had a free move, I think.
Oh, free move.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna do a Savage Power once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Three again.
3 again. 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, he saved.
Saved it. Okay, so my go. Now, my MVP, the club thrower, he turns around, sees this great hulking brute running towards him and smack him with a big sword. So he's going to turn around and try and give him some clout back.
Wow, he's brave.
Now, the only thing is because he was equipped with a two-handed weapon, which would have given him +2 power on any hits in combat. However, he threw that, and it's lying over here somewhere. So instead, he's just going to have to resort to his normal attacks. So he's going to do a slash attack for 1 AP, and that is 4 power. And that was naff, so that's just 1 hit wing.
Mm-hmm. No, and it hits.
It hits, so he goes down from a 5 to a 4. Just to kind of answer the chat, Les, that wasn't. He's the one that's running away. He was fine, and the Beastfolk doesn't cause fear. So I'm going to do that again. See if I can knock him down.
There's still
So
1.
3 1s and a 5, so that's another hit to attempt to save.
And you
no.
get me, so I'm quite low.
So I get you. So you're now down to 3.
Oh, is this going to be a close one?
Ooh, no, it's not.
I mean, they're specific.
Yeah. You'll go, honey.
Okay, so I've activated him, so it's just this guy. Why not? Let's see. Move 5. And he's going to leg it.
Well, but you don't need to.
Well,
Because
he's got
spear.
spear. Thank goodness, because that was a 6. I would have fallen over. So yes, so spear's 2 inches, and that definitely is in
Within
range. So yeah, rabid attack.
Rabid attack.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh.
It's not good. So you caused 3 hits, however, because you had 4 misses, that means that after this attack,
I'm knocked out.
he's knocked out. But I still need to save 3 hits. So, nope. And with with a savage leap, the Verman jumps forward with his spear and they both crack their heads together, and they're both knocked out. So I've only got one. I've got one rat left. So I'm going to get him up. Now he's a very, very lonely rat. He's gotten up. He sees that all of his compatriots are either gone or dead. So I think he's going to go for one last ditch effort to get to the explorer.
Brave little rat.
Brave little rat.
Brave little rat.
So, because I'll use his movement to get up. So, leg it number 1. And the rat goes down. And with that, that's the end of the round. And I'm pretty happy to say that I think that's the end of the game. Yeah! Victory to the Beastfolk and to Wayne Shan. So, that gives you a bit of a taster of just a quick game of ArcWorlde. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. Does anyone have any questions or anything like that? About anything you've seen today that you just need me to run through a little bit longer? Did you enjoy yourself? Like, is this kind of setup something that you guys would quite like to see again? Are there any other things that you would like to see in a game? So if you guys do really enjoy this, there's probably at some point running up to the Kickstarter, I'll be doing a game with the Imperials. Now, I'll be releasing proper photographs of these over the next few days, but just as a bit of a tease, you can see the very blurry versions.
Absolutely, I need to learn to demo.
Well, hopefully we'll actually be able to do some demoing in real life soon. Be Fun, Wayne's saying, Be Fun should feature new Imperials in a game. Well, that's absolutely what I'm planning on doing. So this is, as I said, just a quick sneak peek of the Imperials. Now, who would you like to see them fight against?
Ooh.
This is the question. Who do you think would be a fitting foe for the Imperials' first venture into the Mildark Forest? I think that went quite well.
Yeah.
Now, did you have fun winning?
I had loads and loads of fun.
Not just because you won.
Not just because I won, but the Beastfolk are one of my favourite factions. I think my favourites are the Elves and the Beastfolk. So it was really nice getting familiar with them. It's just, I think I don't know, once you get familiar, you just get quite attached, don't you? So, yeah.
Absolutely. So they're saying in the chat, Imperials versus Bayorks, Imperials versus Gremlins. Unfortunately, I can't do that because I haven't sculpted those models yet. So they'll have to be current 2nd edition factions.
A dragon could be cool.
A dragon could be cool. Now, I'm not sure if only a starter warband could tackle a dragon, but we could give it a damn good go. Robert Bassano is saying magic rules next time. It should be fun. Absolutely. So I haven't done that actually. Shown magic. Usually when we do demos and stuff like that, especially at trade shows, we just do the core mechanics. And because magic's just a bit more faffy, not a bit more faffy, more complex. But definitely next week, I think we should probably do another one in the run up to the Kickstarter. We shall introduce some magic. and perhaps I could show you the delights of the Tinkerer and his magical chest of arcane artifacts. Lots of love for the elves in the chat. Imperials versus Arcanids, that's a good idea from Mr. Morris. Jacko is saying a troll. And yeah, so I think that's our lot for tonight. So thank you very much for joining us, guys. Just as a quick reminder, we have a brand new Kickstarter coming 2 weeks today. So on the 21st of July, we have the Imperials, which are these guys here. So it'll be just a small Kickstarter that just to kind of launch the new faction. Personally, one of my favourite factions, so I'm very excited about these. Yep, that's on the 21st of July. For more information, go on to www.warplotminiatures.com. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. We also have the ArcWorlde Facebook group, which is just type into the search bar ArcWorlde official group. And for those of you who are into digital miniatures, and if you have a 3D printer at home, I also have a range of STL files that can be found on either My Mini Factory under Warplot Miniatures, or if you back our Patreon, you can get access to all the files that I sculpt for only $10 measly a month. Not even the Queen's British pounds, $10. So an absolute bargain. So thank you very, very much for joining us, guys. I hope you had great fun and have a lovely evening. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.